Hi, good afternoon. Craig here with Anglin Motorsports. I'm down here on my dock. It's a wonderful, beautiful day here in Central Florida. And just no clouds, light breeze, sunny, and what a great time to take care of my boat, who you might have seen in the short video I put out that my NOCO battery tender, or what keeps the batteries alive and not dying, died. And I didn't get to go fishing that day. I mean, come on. So today we're going to speed things up a little bit, not so much talky, but we're actually going to get down there and turn some wrenches. I want to show you what I got to replace it. The same thing. Yeah, I did. I went for the same thing again. And at the end of the day, this really has been a good unit, and it has taken care of both of my boats. I have a pontoon boat, and I have a old bass tracker boat that my uncle passed along to me after he passed. And this thing is really a good brand. They also have jump starter battery things that you can carry if your battery goes dead. But this one is basically like a charger on board. And what you do is you plug it up once you get back to the dock, and it just kind of keeps a little trickle charge going to the battery, so that if you go for a couple of months like I do sometimes, taking your boat out because you're busy in life and you're not getting to throw a worm when you want to throw a worm, I'll keep it together just for you. It is a big help. And so, yeah, I jumped on the old Amazon and picked up the NOCO. There it is, right there on Amazon. And this guy runs 174 smack Mendos. Overnight delivery, all that good stuff. Quick little thing, the NOCO Genius Gen 5 X3 3-bank. It's a 15 amp Smart Marine battery charger, 12 volt waterproof onboard battery charger, battery maintainer, which is the part that I like a lot, and desulfator for AGM. Lithium, Life, PO4, and deep cycle batteries. So, I'm going to put another one in, and we're going to do it right now. Now, to do that, I'll show you really quick what's up with my boat, but it hangs on a lift here on the dock. And the way they built it in the dock, there's quite a gap to get to the boat. You have to take a big step. And so in taking a big step, it's a little nerve-wracking sometimes, especially if you're hauling tools and fishing poles and things like that. So I'm going to build a temporary today gangway so that I can get over to the boat with all this stuff. So let me show you that right after this. Okay, so first of all, I want to build this gangway, and let me show you what I'm going to do. I've got 3 boards. These look like 2x6s. Just going to stretch them across. I'll show you that in a second. And then I've got some leftover materials from the dock build here. These are Prime Guard Plus exterior screws. They're green, they're 3 inches by 9, and they're long, made for wood construction, and also hold me up. The good news is it comes with a free tip. And here's the tip. I have it on the end of the Harbor Freight Get Up and Go Bauer battery. Can you see that? That tip, it's kind of like a star pattern. Yeah, it's a special thing. And so the screw itself has that guy on the other end. Well, you know, you guys know. Mounts it up, and it helps it not strip out because it's nice and tight. So I'm going to throw these in to the dock to just really keep the boards from sliding around. It's really super temporary. I'm going to take it right back out when I'm done, but it's going to help me get on and off the boat as many times as I'm probably going to be doing that today. So yeah, so let's get started. All right, here we go. So this looks to be like about a 3 foot gap, and you know, I just don't want to keep hopping the gap every time, so I'll put these guys down and make kind of an extension of the dock. They're just 3 pieces of scrap board that I had. Yeah, and so we'll burn a couple of these old boys down in there. Just like them that. When you're working around water, it's always sayonara. If you drop something, just ask my friend Phyllis. He was working here helping me one day, and he dropped his glasses over. But his wife, Anna, she was actually happy that happened because she wanted him to have a new pair of glasses. You look much better, Phyllis. Anyway. There we go. 3 nice boards on the dock. So let's have a look. Let's take a little walk the plank. Walk the plank. I think it's our walk the plank, matey. Let's have a walk. It kind of swings once you get out here a little bit, but yeah. Works great. Have a watch. Here we go. Across. And safely to the other side. Kind of floating a little bit. Yeah. So now we have our little gangway in. What I'm going to do is, the batteries are dead. I've kind of beat that dead horse because of the NOCO became the no-go. But we're going to replace the no-go with another NOCO. Say that a few times fast. And then we're going to tilt the motor back a little bit, because this door right here is where the batteries are and the no-go. So I want to get the no-go out, and they're attached to 3 batteries. So I'm going to take all the nuts and bolts off, pull off the leads, bring over the new one, pop it in, tighten it back down, plug it in, and back to charging the batteries. But before I do that, I'm going to use a NOCO jump battery. It's like a quick start if your batteries are dead, to hopefully give it enough power to run the tilt on the engine so that the engine could go backwards. So let me get that NOCO, and let's open the door up as little as we can, reach our hands in there and see if we can't get the battery jumped enough to get it going. Let me grab that. Okay, so let me show you what I was talking about. This here is the NOCO Boost HD. These guys, if you don't have one, don't tell me you can't afford it, because really you can't afford not to have it. There's going to be a time, trust me, where you're going to need to jump your car battery. And you got one of these, you can almost guarantee yourself your car is going to crank. So this has to be charged just like your cell phone. It's got the same connecting, the little USB bit. And once you unclamp it, just like a regular battery charger or battery cables, you put this one to the positive, this one to the negative. You turn it on, you hit the little exclamation point right there. It'll start blinking. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to turn it on. There it is on. Now I'm going to hold this down, and there it goes. It's ready to jump that battery off, to where anything will crank. It's an amazing outfit. Turn it off, save my battery right now, just to show you guys. So yes, this one's a 2000 amp, and it even has a flashlight. Look at that. I mean, a couple of different sets. This is SOS, help me. I need your help. I need your help. Help me. Okay, enough of the foolishness. So, just do it. Look, they actually make a bunch of different kinds, not just NOCO. They're kind of the one that I go for. The model is GB70. So, get yourself something like this. I recommend these guys. Just about all my friends carry one of these in their truck or their car. I got these for both my boys. They carry them in their car, and it's worth it. It will save you. Okay, enough of the BS. I'm not sponsored by these guys. I wish I was. That'd be really cool. Maybe one day. One day. I didn't really mean the no-go thing. How's that? Okay, and then I have a ratchet here, some more Harbor Freight tools, and also my wife got me this for Christmas. You got to check it out. It's really cool. So it's like a little carry case, and it rolls up like a taco. Call it a taco bag. Then it has 4 pouches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I bought a kind of all-in-one kit from Harbor Freight, broke it down, put it in here, zipped it up, and it's got a couple of clips on it. Yeah, clip it together. Well, that fell apart. All right, anyway, you get it. And it's an awesome little toolkit when you're in trouble. Okay, so now I'm going to take the NOCO that I showed you. I'm going to put that on the battery, and hopefully it gives it enough juice to engage the trim. So let's see if that's going to work. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's get over here and kind of lift this guy up a little bit. This is the door, and as you can see, because the battery is dead, I can't get the door up because the old girl's in the way for this guy. So what we're going to do, I'm going to climb around to the other side, and down there is a on-off switch for the batteries, and it actually says right now they're on. Of course they are. Okay, so there's 3 batteries. There's a cranking battery and then 2 more. This boat's also equipped with a trolling motor, so I have to have more than 1 battery. So we're going to, I don't even know, I'm going to say, oh boy, I'm going to say it's that battery over there, the farthest one away from us, of course. I have you guys on the dock just so I don't, you know, GoPro is wireless, waterproof, but there's a few things in these waters I wouldn't go after it. I don't care if it was a $20,000 camera. And mind you, that GoPro right there, not 20,000. So, won't be going after it if it goes in the drink.
Don't worry, Craig. I don't bite much.
But I'm trying to keep from that from happening. That's why y'all are living over there, and I'm over here in the spot. So, I'm going to make sure I got a positive right here. I'm going to hook the positive lead up to the positive side, and I'll do it to the, I'm going to put it where, on the nut here. I know you can't see, but trust me, I'm putting it on the positive side, and that one on the negative side. Turning it on and firing up the exclamation point. There it goes. Ah, did you hear that? A beep. That could be good news, folks. Look at that. Boy, I tell you, if you don't have a NOCO, get yourself one. It gives you power that you're going to wish you always had. And there she blows, folks, wide open. Well, I want to take the seat out, but it's been in there a minute, so it ain't coming out. All right, here we go. That's what we're looking for. We'll turn off the NOCO. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put the motor all the way down. Just like that. Turn that guy off and say, thank you, NOCO, for saving my day so you can save your big brother, the NOCO Gen 5 X3. Now, what has to happen is, and let me get you guys over here, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. All right, now, you're on board the SS Anglin. So, down here is the guy. This is what I call the no-go. And that's kind of mean, but it's just kind of fun. So, you know what I'm getting at. And it has 3 leads that go to each of the batteries. And each of them actually have a fuse. 1, 2, 3. So, I'm going to take these off one at a time, and then I'm going to take that guy, move it off to the side, and get the other guy. So, here we go. Okay, here we are. So, 14 millimeter little socket here. And let me get you guys right over here by the batteries. I'm going to tip you over. You'll be able to see what I'm doing here. Well, I'll start with this guy. That might have been the poor little NOCO's problem. A loose lead. But I'm not risking it. I'm taking all precautions. I'm getting rid of these guys. Putting on a freshie. This one is this guy, which is the closest to the AC plug. The closest to the AC plug. Let's remember that. The closest to the AC plug. This one. That's the first battery. The closest to the AC plug. All right. On to the next ones. Let's see here. Sure would be nice if that chair wasn't in the way. You just have to learn the deal. And these are in sequence, I would assume. As far as, boy, they're just barely on there. I just wonder if that's my issue in the first place. Okay, I just need you. Just need you. Come on. Get off there. There you go. Get off that little clamp down there. Even the clamp must have something going on. It ain't happening anymore. Some days it's all over. No. Alright, let's get the no-go fishing guy out the way. So, and this obviously is the plug coming from the dock that you plug in to keep it energized. So pull that out. Get this guy out, and we'll say goodbye to service time. Probably, I'm guessing 2019, 6 years, something like that. I've had it for a while. I don't know. It could be me, so I'm not blaming it too much. Just saying I didn't go fishing that day. All right. The next order of business is to get this guy out. Okay. So the next order of business is let's see what they sent us. So this is the way it came. No Amazon box, no nothing. There's the label. And the old Amazon guy just tossed it on the front porch like they all do. So let's get into this. So bring it open the box. First thing I see is the same old guy I just pulled out. It's got 3 lights. Mine on the other one was flashing crazy right there, and these guys weren't doing anything. So anyway, let's pop that out. And that's what we ordered. Yep. There you go. So, kind of reflection. I don't know. There it is. Okay. So, reach over here in the old taco tool bag and get out my dad's trusty little case knife. Oh, man. My dad had this for a long time. And he passed it on to me. So now, he goes where I go. All right, let's open this guy up. It's got a little cryovac kind of cling film on it. It's the satisfying part of any openings. You get to kind of have Christmas or whatever with that. Now, we're going to be responsible. Put that in the taco bag because we don't want Tommy the turtle down there and Garcia the gar having to mess along with that plastic. All right, where are we at here? Where is the opening? Oh, it slides off. Look at that. Right off the top. Right on. Now, it's a little door here, and you're gonna see it before I do, or we'll watch it together maybe. There it is. There she belongs. Okay, so it's got a little book that comes with it that tells you about the different things. And this is something I was just showing you guys a minute ago when I pulled off the AC plug. I kind of have it just a little rubber boot that I ran it through, but they make these kind of these plugs. You can see that. And what happens is you bring your power from shore or my dock, and you just plug it in right into the boat. So there's no cables anywhere or anything, and it just cleans it up really nice. So I'm probably going to have one of those ordered for long and get one of those. And then we were talking about all the jump starters. Look how many brands they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a whole bunch of them. G20, GB20, GB40, GB50, GB70, and a GB150. We're probably talking about cranking like skid steers and front end loaders and bulldozers. Yeah, I mean, that's how robust these things are, you know? Anyway, enough about that. Let's get to the good stuff. There we go. So, pull the foam out of the way. Let's see if y'all can see me. And there he is. A freshie. Just hatched. Right from the factory. These guys are, they're designed in the USA. However, they're made in Vietnam. Like this thing came all the way from Vietnam. Wow. Okay, so some of the people in Vietnam put some little twist ties on it. So I'm going to take those off. I'll take this over there and get started. Let's see if they sent any hardware also. A couple of screws. That seems a little sus. Hold on. Well, it's a good thing I had some, because I don't see any other than these 2 peculiar screws that I have no clue. Oh, I see. Yeah, you would use these screws I didn't choose to do this the last time. Here on the outside edge, you see that little notch? Well, you would actually screw it into a place in the compartment of your battery so it would be against the wall so it ain't flopping around in the waves and things like that. However, the way mine's constructed, I can tuck mine up underneath an area, and actually it stays pretty secure. Now, I mean, I'm not 100% sure because obviously I don't ride back there. I mean, it could be bouncing around like crazy, and that's maybe why the NOCO no-go died. Hope not, because I'm not going to do that again. You know, it's like Sawyer said, do, undo, and redo. You know, if you do that enough, do is at the end of all those things, you'll finally probably learn. Just do it the right way the first time. In fact, I don't know if I even checked for instructions, but why do I need instructions? I just took it out. I just redo it. I mean, okay. Here we go. Back over to the compartment. Okay, let's get down here in the good old bottom. Open up the dough. It's really tight, so I keep the screwdriver in the area. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Bang, right open she comes. Now then, let's get the twisty ties off that my friends in Vietnam put on here. I don't think a robot could have done that. Although, the minute I say that, there'll be a robot show up wanting to do it. Hey, all right, there's the first battery. And let's get the next ones off. There we go. Come on. There you go. You're off there too. And we're going to get this one off. And here we go. So, we'll start on the far side. And put these back on. So, okay, there's one way to put these spades on. It's kind of bent. I wish I could show you closer. But just trust me, it's got a little flat. If you put it on that way, it wouldn't go down flat. But if you turn it with the space that's supposed to be down flat, I guess, it will be a smoother connection. All right. That's all nice and tight. And then this side, same game. Put that on nice and tight. I'm wondering, my wife's sitting over there catching bluegill after bluegill after bluegill after bluegill. And she's also an avid record-setting housewife, hard worker, alligator hunter. Yeah. She knows how to find the alligators. She's good at it. And they're quite scary. She seems, wherever she goes, they seem to show up. Let me tell you what, folks. Here in the old waters of Central Florida, in the Kissimmee Basin, every body of water, I don't care if it's a ditch, a mud puddle, you name it, it's got Allie the alligator in it. So don't go in these waters by yourself. They will find you and they will eat you. So we make sure these batteries have little lockdowns to keep them from sliding around, and they were actually loose. All right, last lead to go on. And there's the positive side. bent side down. There we go. Okay, there we go. You know, I would show you guys me putting these bolts on or these nuts, but it's boring. I mean, I can imagine the audience this channel not knowing how to put a bolt on, but might be a few of you. And you know, you just line them up nice and evenly, and once they get on there, they twist until they can't twist no more. All right, now back to the 14 millimeter, and we're gonna put a little crank on these guys so they don't come loose. Don't want to over tighten these. I mean, they need to be tight, but you don't want to snap off the screw that's coming up out of the battery. It's built into the battery. It's a post, and that would be a bad day because these batteries aren't cheap. These are from Rural King. That is one of my favorite stores in all of the land. Rural King, Harbor Freight, Tractor Supply, Bass Pro Shop. Okay, shut up now. Okay, guess what? Those are now installed. So that was not a very hard task. Now I'll just tighten up these posts and make sure we're not going to get any slip sliding away. They are a little loose. That is for sure. All right, now then, we're going to send the post. This has a little protected thing on it. You don't need that. That's just shipping and QC from our friends in Vietnam. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to slip this up through the bottom into this rubber boot. This would technically be the trunk if we were in England. We're not in England. We're not in England no more. Okay, so here's the power coming from the NOCO. Here's the power coming from the dock, or we call this shore power. I'm gonna plug that joker in, and wow, look at there. We got 3 on lights. So I am going to want to hit it to the first one for 12 volt. 12 volt. 12 volt. Okay, the red in all 3 positions, they're flashing, but you can see that, okay, now we got 2 on the outside battery, still just 1 on the first battery. And that's basically saying these batteries are in bad shape as far as charge. So these will continue for the next few hours, and they will eventually become green. And once they become green, I'm in charge again. That's what I'm looking for. And so they're starting to get where they need to go. So that's kind of it. That's the power of hooking up the NOCO Genius 5, Gen 5 X3. And you know, you saw me, it wasn't that hard. It's kind of a compromising position down here on your knees in the back of the boat, but you know what? It's not that hard, really. And if you were gonna pay a mechanic, they cost anywhere from 75 to 100 bucks an hour. Yeah, she's coming back alive, beeping like crazy over here. But look at this. We got green lights. The first one is a little kind of concerning. It's still not gotten to any more status than just the first thing, green bulb, or the red bulb. Hopefully it'll come back, and that means the battery's still good. But all that beeping, that's basically the boat saying thank you. I've been dead for a month or so, and I've needed your help. So Listen, appreciate you coming along today. I'm going to clean all this up, but not nothing you really care about. But what I really care about is if you subscribe to this channel. That's a click. It's like click. And then you hit the notification bell, and that lets you know that, oh, Craig over there at Anglin Motorsports has got something else to look at. Hey, check this out. So that's the bell. Bing. And then there's comments, okay? The comments are great because it teaches me something that I don't know. And I'm sure I showed you something that's kind of not right, but it worked for me, but you may have a better way. And if you have a better way, let me know. And the last thing is to like the video. And if you don't like the video, I'm not asking you to do it, but it really helps us because in YouTube creators, what we do is when we do this stuff, it has to find its way into the stream where other like content is living. And so if you click those 3 things, it only takes 5 seconds of your time, really. And then it puts this content in front of other people. So they're watching a video, maybe they want to know how to put in a NOCO Genius, and they search NOCO Genius installations. They do that, and then they watch a video and they're, oh, that was informative, but I didn't understand how he did that. Then they look over to the right-hand column and there's a bunch more videos of people doing the same thing. And there I am. Hi, Anglin Motorsports. Let me show you how I did it. Okay, so that's all important. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up everything here. I'm going to check that one last lead, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Look, remember, like, comment, subscribe.